Do you know who is the most popular person in the world right now?
Yeah, for right now, it should be Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Do you know what has he done to the world that impact the whole world economy?
If you want to know more,
let's Sembang AIoT. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is 𝐓𝐸𝐫𝐢𝐥.
My name is 𝐀𝐩𝐫𝐢𝐥.
Welcome to join our Jom Let's Sembang AIoT, the session, the episode number 94. Yeah, 94. We have gone so far, 94. So, what has this Donald Trump has done to the world economy?
I think he already destroyed the entire world economy.
He disrupted the whole world economy by putting tariff to almost, I don't know how many countries, almost the whole world that is related, that is that is very funny and also disrupting. Disrupting. So welcome you back. Today we start a little bit late today, so because we have some meeting earlier on. So welcome to join our this Let's Sembang AIoT. In the Sembang AIoT, we talk technology, we talk AI, we talk IoT, we talk about some electronics, E&E, we talk more manufacturing, smart factory, and so on. So these are the things that we are keeping until now. So every 4 o'clock actually on Friday, every week we haven't missed, although 1 or 2 times that we missed during the festive season. That is where we are coming from. So thank you again. We want to start up with this Let's Sembang AIoT by talking about this tariff. What is this tariff? Do you know? What is this tariff?
Actually, before the Donald Trump do this thing, I don't know what is tariff.
Okay. Actually, there are many people don't understand. Now you know lah. It's a kind of import duty lah. Import duty, especially for, of course, when America apply or impose those tariffs to all the countries, relevant country, that is talking about their import duty that they are going to apply to it. For example, do you know Malaysia how much we got with this tariff or not?
I think for now already reduced to 10%. Right?
Actually, not yet. Oh, when was the news? I didn't know.
Yesterday.
Before that is 24 lah. 24.
But already reduced. 24. All the country already reduced to 10%, except China.
I thought they extend. They didn't say whether you reduce or not. That part we will find out later.
That one keep changing one.
Keep changing. That is how disrupting it is. Okay. So Malaysia, I think earlier on is 24%. 24%. So how has it? The first impression when this tariff is being applied, what is the initial thing that come into your mind?
Our export got problem. When we want to export our goods to US, everything will become more expensive. It affect our export like. So again, same thing for me. And the first thing strike my mind is tariff 24%, meaning all the things that go to US is going to be more expensive to those people in US. So what happened is those people who the American who are buying these goods from Malaysia, let's say earlier on, let's say 0 or 10% or whatever, now become 24%. This is more expensive. Why more expensive? Is because the importer definitely they are going to impose those goods. They will transfer this kind of tax to the consumer. So when you transfer to a consumer, meaning things become more expensive. More expensive meaning these people, I got a choice. I try not to use this product. I'll try to buy a cheaper product. So that is a chain reaction. So when this happens, of course, Malaysia who export this thing, or the whole ASEAN. Yeah, now we want to talk about more ASEAN. So when this ASEAN country want to export to America, so the thing is appearing to them more expensive. So they have to somehow choose whether to buy alternative product. So that definitely affect who? The first thing is the manufacturer. Yeah, the manufacturer is the one who got strike first. Oh, it means my sales will turn down, will go down because lesser purchase maybe, the sentiment is that lesser purchase. So of course when you lesser purchase, so what would factory do? Less overtime lah. Don't do overtime so much because I don't need to produce so much lah.
Less productivity already.
Less productivity. And then what happened next is maybe I don't need so many people. Do I need to cut down people?
Yeah.
Maybe those people. So let's see my first slide to you. This is a thing. What is going on? So the global economy disruption tariff. Yeah, this is a global economy disruption tariff, and how today we want to relate to how smart factories can shape the ASEAN manufacturing resilient. How can you tahan? How can you tahan? So you see, Cambodia, or let's talk about ASEAN country. Cambodia, yeah. Cambodia earthquake is in Myanmar, not Cambodia. Cambodia 49%, the highest. But what I actually don't know what kind of goods that is being exported to America. 49%. And then I heard there is one country that also kena this kind of tariff, but nobody living on that piece of land. Only penguin living there. But also kena the tariff. That is the most funny part. So come to think of it, later on we will tell you, is this a real tariff or is it an April Fool? So we don't know. April Fool, of course, on the 1st of April, but this April is very special. This April, later on we discuss about that. Laos, 48%. Vietnam, I think to be not 46, but 42%. Yeah, maybe something wrong. Myanmar, 44%. Maybe you can correct it. This set of thing, maybe my typing mistake. Thailand, 36%. Indonesia, 32%. This one I did correct. Malaysia, 24%. Brunei, 24%. Philippines, 17%. Yes. Singapore, 10%. Definitely correct. So the lowest is Singapore. So of course, when you talk about Singapore, Singapore also got a great export to America. I think mostly maybe electronics, semiconductor, E&E stuff lah. So with that, you can see the thing that's great impact. Great impact. So it's affecting how many people? You think how many population in ASEAN?
How many population? I think Indonesia already got a lot of people.
Yeah. So 700 million people in ASEAN. So this is one part of it. So yeah. So of course, whatever I just said just now is part of the US trade policy. They put this one. So what are the main products or export that being affected? Of course, you can see. Let's say from ASEAN alone. And not from ASEAN. This one is more generally world, or in the world, the whole world. E&E, electrical, electronics equipment, machinery, nuclear reactor, boiler, furniture. I think this one coming a lot from China. Vietnam, also Malaysia also have. Lighting, sign, prefabricated buildings product, toys, games. I think those sort of things come from China a lot. And sport equipment, plastic product, and then you say the whole world, who is getting the highest tariff?
China.
125%. Before that, it's lower. After
now the latest one is 140 something.
Or today maybe 140. That's yesterday. Until yesterday is 125%. So maybe today, like say, it's over. So keep on changing like a share market. That's very funny, right? Yeah. So this is how disrupting it is. So let's move on to here. From here, why we have this thing, and then the top 5 most affected activities. Of course, global trade and supply chain will be affected very much. Less export thing, so supply chain definitely got affected. So manufacturing and industrial product, is one of them. Well, definitely it will be affected because I think US use a lot of this manufacturing and industrial product. Technology and electronic sector, especially the electronic component, where in the old days, there are a lot of this investment by Japanese, by US. These people also invested here. Then right now they want to export back to America. So that's affected. Technology and electronics, consumer goods. Yeah, there are plenty of them. Retail, agriculture. I think the food and agriculture is the most a crucial one because because food you cannot say you don't eat, right?
Yeah.
Machine, or you think you want to don't buy now, okay, doesn't matter but food you cannot say you don't want to eat first. This is a part. Okay, these are the top 5 I picked up from the thing, that most affected activities that covering the world. So let's talk about what is the strategy, how this tariff, when it's being applied, what will be the strategy, how you can mitigate, or you want to play around with it. So as far as this part, how to mitigate this part, there is a strategy called China Plus One. Actually, China Plus One is not something that even before tariff time, before Donald Trump applied the tariff time, this strategy is already there. This is due to the geopolitical thing when they have these 2 big block of economy, big block of country, big size of economy country who are fighting, in the trade war, applying tariff to this thing. Initially, it already happened during the past 5 years. I think this thing has happened. So China Plus One, what is China Plus One?
China plus one more country.
China plus one more country, right? So the China plus one is something to do with you don't rely everything on China, but plus one is plus who? Plus Malaysia, or plus Thailand, or plus Cambodia, or plus Indonesia, or plus Singapore, or plus who? Plus Vietnam, which now Vietnam is a very great exporter to America also. So these are the place China plus one. I think most exports one are from Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia lah. Okay. Sorry. Is it happened? Just happened? Has it just happened? No, just now our this mic suddenly being silent. I don't know why. Is it you? Can you still hear me?
I think now should be okay.
By the way, you are tuning in to Sembang AIoT. We are talking about technology. We are talking about IoT, but my mic is just suddenly got off. Okay, so maybe we can go back to about 5 minutes earlier than that. Before that, maybe you can't hear us just now. Very sorry about that. Okay, we want to go back to this part. Which are the country? I think our sound just suddenly shut off during this time. Yeah. So the ASEAN manufacturing sector. Who are the people that is badly affected? Is Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. What are the items that are being hit? Is mostly electronic, semiconductor, textile, automotive product. These are the key things. So of course, we have spoke just now quite a lot already. How to replay back? That is an interesting part about life. So sometimes we are totally out of control. So yeah, we are amateur. We are not professional. We are not professional live talker like that. So can we move from there? Is there? Right? Okay, never mind. You just cut off. So again, just now we were talking about the most affected sector or industry is manufacturing. Why manufacturing? Is because manufacturing carry the actual backbone of the country's economy. Yeah, because this tariff is high, less export meaning less people needed in running the operation, less hour needed, so overtime have to cut. Until cannot sustain, have to close, factory have to close. These are the impact. That's how bad it is. So just now we were talking about how can we use technology to help. Okay, now we try to say something just now. We are doing the replay actually. Okay.
Yeah, just now we say because whatever thing that people try to do is they want to reduce the cost. So you can use the IoT or AI to do this thing instead of you cut down your production line, you cut your manpower, or you close your factory.
Yeah. So when this kind of tragedy, we call it tragedy, happen, tariff set like that, you cannot tell Donald Trump that, oh, hey, cannot be like that, you please, no, he say, you go back and eat medicine. No, they say, sick people must eat medicine. So I cannot do anything, So this is how, how sarcastic it is. Okay, doesn't matter. So just now we talk about what can you do, if let's say you are in the position. So for manufacturer, what you can do is, previously you're selling at $1, let's say for example, for this product, selling to US, the consumer receive it at $1, okay? So but then now they have to buy with this 1.24, $1.24. So increase already, so they have to buy less or cannot rely on you, or maybe they have to find certain other alternative to replace your whatever thing that he or she is using. So what happened is, let's say as a manufacturer, what you can do is, can I absorb the thing? Can I absorb some of the profit margin that previously I have? Can you absorb? Usually, when before tariff, you run it you take for granted, you run it very loosely, not much efficient control, wastage also you don't control, so you basically you can't, you want to reduce, you can't. But then what happens if, let's say, you make use of technology like AI or IoT? That's what happened in, let's say, you want to build OEE system, you want to build a more efficient OEE system in your plant, so you can increase your efficiency. What else? Reduce your wastage, increase your quality output, yeah. So, and then optimize the energy usage or things like that, you know, plus some predictive thing that you can apply in order to reduce the unplanned downtime and so on. Maybe with that you can do it. You can reduce to 85 cents USD to these people. Add up, they sell also maybe 1.05. The impact is very less. 5% only increase. But you maintain your business, everybody is happy. Yeah. So can you do that? You think possible?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, right? So while we are talking to many of these manufacturers or some of our clients, we understand that actually they actually have rooms to play. You know, the only thing is, if no, just like what, you know? Just like if you are very hungry, but you have to tighten your belt, you know, in order to eat less. Actually you can, but you use technology, you don't need to do anything like that lah. Technology will do the work, but technology you need investment, or you know.
Yeah.
That is a challenge also. So that's why some of the country government will help. Government will help. Government will help what? Government will help to drive the initiative of implement the adoption of the technology in order for you to perform better. They didn't think that. They didn't even talk about. They didn't even think about, you know, oh, this tariff came by, you know, you have to do. Actually, before that, they ask you to improve, so that you actually, for you to increase the profitability, to increase your sustainability, that is actually for the purpose. But then, right now, really the tragedy comes. You know? So tariff come, what can you do? So if let's say they apply this technology until now, they can easily switch. They don't need to cut down people, correct?
Correct.
They can still run it. Never mind, for this period, we still can cope, because earlier on with the efficiency that we capture, we are able to run at that thing. We're still profitable. Can they do like that?
Yeah, can do that.
Yeah. So that is a very positive side of it. So sometimes not everything also you do look at the negative side. So there are positive side that keep you growing. That is the most important part. So talking about that, we have one of the kind of fully funded training program. Me and 𝐀𝐩𝐫𝐢𝐥 is doing some of the training to encourage the adoption. Maybe you want to show some of these things. Yeah, scan to know more. This is actually Rise Forward 2.0. Actually for SME, for SME. We can see more and more SME, because after COVID, there are some downturn, of course, but they are also rising demand, you know, the whole world, that require you to produce more. Yeah. So for that part, this kind of program is very important for SME, especially for upcoming SME who want to do more, want to expand. But how to expand? Of course, with the technology, you can expand more, but you need to know what are the areas that you can go into. Correct?
Yeah.
So this is where you can also get to know more. You know, me and 𝐀𝐩𝐫𝐢𝐥 is doing the 2 days and the 3 days AI and IoT training program that is more covering the manufacturing side on OEE and the 6 losses thing. How can you conquer the 6 losses? And how can you use AI predictive to do something? And how can you use computer vision to help to improve your quality, reduce wastage, and so on? These are the programs that we have for you. You know, let's say you are SME, or if your friend is running an SME, then this is a good thing that you can look into.
So a part of this advertisement, just get this part away. Let's move on to, just now we talk about, under this difficult situation, or under this difficult, difficult time, how can you use technology to help? These are the areas that we try to we try to give you the idea, how to move on. So okay, so I think for Malaysia and who is a country already? I can't remember. Malaysia and Vietnam, I think, is a key exporter to the world, to this US. So this part actually carry a lot of this. By applying technology, actually you can save a lot of players like a manufacturer to stay more resilient in this kind of period. So but then what happened? So yesterday you say the 90 days is extended. So you suddenly you don't need to suddenly you are not applied. This tariff is not yours anymore. Suddenly become like that.
Yeah.
Now become 10%.
Yeah.
So it's kind of April Fool. It's kind of April Fool. Donald Trump purposely doing the April, because he's playing some games with you. They go, oh, you have to do this, but now you don't need. Actually, I play only. But China, you still maintain. China, you still maintain. So what is this, man? Crazy. Okay. So let's move on. Can we go a little bit more deeper into the manufacturing side? How can we see So of course, ASEAN manufacturing sector challenges and shift. So that's why just now we talk about government initiative. Just now we say, and during the difficult time, I think government play a very important role, especially for right now. I think Malaysia and Vietnam but of course there are some other countries as well So I'm just taking this Malaysia and Vietnam. I think we are somehow in this kind of time. So we it's most, I think, lastly most affected, especially on the semiconductor side. So government initiative is very important. But under the China plus one strategy, Malaysia and Vietnam also is quite a key locality that FDI is looking at, because Malaysia, we have it's a kind of regional tech hub in this region. Some with a good government initiative, semiconductor strong growth in Malaysia is one of the key things. Of course, Vietnam, I think they recently got a very substantial FDI in the past. Many of these manufacturing actually moved to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Japan, America, there are quite a number of them there. Right now, of course, China plus one is most competitive place. But then after the tariffs being applied, it become not much. Because you plus this one, of course, compared to 100%, I think it's still good So this is a part. So maybe I can have a PowerPoint. These are the place. But in Malaysia, which are the ASEAN country? Maybe we can go to which are the ASEAN country do you see is leading the tech-driven manufacturing by 2030?
Which?
Of course, the answer is almost there You can guess It's a kind of it's Malaysia and Vietnam also because we both countries there very early. But Singapore, of course, is also one of them. But Vietnam has got a better position in terms of labor. Their labor
low labor costs.
Low labor cost, right? They have an advantage on that part.
So yeah, this is a part. Okay. So how smart factory help to become a game changer in this case, like what we say just now, you know. So can you point to some our audience here, what actually they can do with IoT or AI in the factory? What are the main things they can do?
I think the first thing they can do is they need to implement the OEE first. So the OEE to measure their overall equipment efficiency. So with that one, you can know your current performance, how good is your productivity, what is your efficiency now. Then from there, you only need to decide whether is there any room for improvement or not. So if let's say your car, after you implement the OEE, then you find out everything is already very good, nothing to be improved. Then next thing is you need to think about your marketing strategy already. How unique is your product? Did you able to do something that other people cannot do?
Okay, this is something like maybe technology can help also like in both ways, but mainly for to have a smart factory. Normally, you require the integration of IoT, AI, robotics, data analytic, automation. Automation is mostly there already. Of course, the goal is you can do better efficiency, lower cost. With this predictive maintenance, you can get rid of this unplanned downtime that costs you a bomb sometime. These are the things that you can save, so that during the difficult time, you are still able to survive, or you are able to still stay profitability by reducing, by absorbing some of this tariff thing. You still can move very well. That is actually a sustainability lah. How sustainable? You need to use the technology to do that. So some tech use cases, of course, you can have forecasting, process optimization, better quality control with Gen AI. Can we do that?
Yeah, Gen AI, I think you can see a lot of possible application in the future.
Yeah, for IoT, real-time equipment monitoring, like what Chin said, OEE tracking, you can conquer the 6 losses with data. How can you improve, with the lean manufacturing kind of concept that you can keep on improving your efficiency and so on. So, of course, automation is also one of them that those people are still in the industry 2.0. You want to move to 3.0. These are the area where you can apply automation also. Of course, how can you fight this tariff crisis during the tariff crisis? In order to apply this technology, you can have a more flexibility of shifting production line quickly, because you don't rely on very manual thing. Everything in your everything digitized. So in terms of flexibility of moving things is faster, so that when the tariff gone, then you can come back again. Yeah. So these are the things. Data-driven decision making, faster response and policy shift, and maybe the last one.
Leaner operation, reduce dependency on the tariff heavy input.
Yeah. So kind of reduction of a dependency on some of the tariff heavy inputs. Yeah. So these are some of the things that you can gain from applying the building a smart factory. Yeah. So I think one very last thing is of course, we talk about strategy in the transformation, strategy transformation roadmap. What are the key strategy transformation roadmap for, let's say, ASEAN? So actually, ASEAN consists of 10 countries. How we can count? We have just now we said we have Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Myanmar. We have Thailand. We have coming to Malaysia. We have Singapore. We have Brunei. We have Indonesia. We have Philippines. Almost cover all already. Yeah. These are the countries. So how can this kind of transformation, strategy transformation to handle this kind of uncertainty in the world sometimes? Yeah. So of course, upskilling the workforce in AI, those things is important. Before you want to apply technology, you need to have a skilled people who do this part. That's where you can see me again also providing this kind of training, how you can make use of technology to apply it into this sector, robotics and digital tools and so on. So of course, some collaboration with the tech vendor is very important. Yeah. So you can these are the strategies you can play. But there are challenges. What could be the challenges again?
So one of them is the digital infrastructure gap between the country. So different countries, because their development status also different.
Yeah.
Then the second one is the funding limitation for the SME.
Yeah, funding limitation is very subjective, depends on country. But recently, if you look at some of the government initiative in terms of funding some digitalization adoption, this government is only offering kind of grant like 75, 25. It means you manufacturer, you come up with 75, government subsidize 25%. Not very attractive not very attractive. But better than none. Better than
those who
none.
want to do the digital transformation, this one can help them a bit.
Yeah, again, I always object that I always have a big objection on people or manufacturer who waiting for the grant to do things. Don't you think, this is part of your main business, you have to take care of yourself, whether got grant or no grant, so you also have to take a look at that. Yeah. But right now you got the 25% subsidy, I think it's good, it's very good, So, of course, when you get into digitalization, then you have another threat. This is a cyber security issue. Yeah. But then I think once you are there, cyber security is not an issue. You have a way to patch up. Yeah. So lastly, there is some tips for manufacturer. If you want to start a more modular kind of automation, that's how more and more people manufacturer they start with a very small cell. So they do this kind of thing, and then some more. You think?
Yeah. Then second one can be adopt the digital twins for simulation and the planning.
We talked about digital twin in the past session.
Yeah.
Few past two sessions, and then with digital twin, actually you can more flexibility to judge how to move on by simulating the thing. You can plan ahead. You can plan ahead. Very last one.
Yeah, and the last one is the leverage the government grant and the regional trade agreement.
Again, government grant also. You have to rely on government grant. But I think before the government grant, you have to find out what is the key problem statement first. So when you find out the key problem statement, you're already able to identify with the current technology that you can apply in order to patch that part. Then you go for government grant. That will make it more meaningful. So okay, I think today we talk a little bit longer because of this tariff, because of this Donald Trump thing. I don't know whether it's going to be changes from time to time. Whether we want to stay on the same topic to talk about this tariff again. I hope not.
Every day got a new surprise from him.
Okay. So with that, I think we would like to thank you all for watching this Sembang AIoT. My name is CCD again.
Yeah, it's 𝐀𝐩𝐫𝐢𝐥.
So we will see you in the next coming session. And thank you very much and see you again. Bye-bye.